Welcome to Seeing TV. I'm Marcus, and today we're down at Paracombe Winery where we're talking with owner Kathy Drobbelmuller. We're going to be talking about her stunning winery and her beautiful collection of wines. Hi Kathy, welcome to Seeing TV.
Hi Marcus, I'm so excited to see you and be here with you.
Oh darling, it's great to be up here. This place, it's just beautiful. I can't get over the scenery. We're going to show everyone around very shortly, but I'm just in love with the place. It's so lush and green. And we've come just out of summer as well.
That's right, it's a great time of year, and we've just had some lovely rains in March after it being fairly dry, so it's all greened up and looking gorgeous at the moment.
It really
here
is.
At Paracombe in the Adelaide Hills.
Yeah, and you tend to the garden personally, I'm sure, don't you?
No, I have a wonderful lady, Annie, who helps me with the gardening, and she's wonderful.
And tending to the grapes and all that, leave that to the boys?
Yes, they do a fantastic job. My role is to basically promote our wines and market and sell. So look after the sales to the restaurants and hotels and bottle shops in Adelaide and the agencies that sell our wines interstate and overseas.
Yeah, splendid. So tell us about Paracombe Winery. When did it all start? How did it all come about? Tell us the history.
Okay, it's pretty amazing. So we started in 1983 when we bought a burnt-out dairy farm at Paracombe. We had no background or no experience in growing grapes or making wine. We got talked into planting a vineyard, sold grapes for a few years, and then did a bit of research and found there was a history of grape growing and winemaking going back to the mid-1800s and early 1900s that had died out. So we figured we got to the edge of the cliff, we might as well jump off because we'll land somewhere. And we started with a homemade basket press, secondhand milk tanks and crushers in a tin shed on the property. So Paul and I, we just love what we do, and it's just growing and growing and growing incredibly since then.
And it's a beautiful family business, isn't it? You've got the family involved.
That's right. So there's my husband Paul and myself, our son Ben, who works with us in the family business, Sarah, our daughter's in hospitality. She works at the Intercontinental Hotel as a supervisor. And we have a fabulous, amazing small team who work really hard with us and share our passion and our love for producing beautiful wine.
So is this period that we're in at the moment, the coming out of the summer period, one of the busiest periods of the year for the winery?
It's crazy busy.
Is it really?
It's vintage and harvest. So we've got grapes that are ripening and being harvested, and then we do everything on site. We're quite unique. So we grow the grapes, we make the wine, we store and distribute and bottle and package all on site. And vintage time, it's not like you can say, okay, we're going to pick Sauvignon Blanc on Monday, Pinot Noir on Wednesday, Shiraz on Thursday. It really happens with the season. So when the grapes are ripe and ready and the flavours are ready to go, we pick. And it might be that you do several picks of same varieties to get the best flavours that you can. But having said that, this year it's cranked up something fierce and things have been ripening and happening very, very quickly. So that means we've been under the pump, and the boys have been working really hard, harvesting during the day, early in the morning to get the best flavours. And then all during the night, Paul or Ben or Simon, the son of our Swedish agent who's staying with us at the moment, need to get up to check temperatures, check the wines and look after them. It's like having lots of really demanding babies that need your attention.
It's a massive job, isn't it? I don't think people realise how much scientific procedure goes into, producing that beautiful bottle of wine that they're drinking. There's so much stuff on the checklist that has to be ticked, right?
Absolutely. You've got to have, for the start, your foundation in the vineyard. It needs to be healthy. We keep yields low so you have really good, intense flavour.
Yep.
The interesting thing being in the Adelaide Hills, you have that beautiful, cool climate influence, which gives length and acidity and freshness in flavour and ageability in your reds. And so that's an important key in winemaking. And then, of course, there's lots of work that goes into pressing, crushing, plunging for the reds, adding your yeast to get the ferment going, checking your sugar levels where it converts from the sugar to alcohol to know when to stop the ferment, put it to barrel, and it takes time. So our whites from this vintage will be bottled about June, July, and then released maybe October. and the reds will go to barrel, and we also store them in the cellar, so it could be 3-4 years before you see the reds.
Which one is your star performer?
Savvy Blanc is a huge, and that's out of the stables and bolting.
Yeah.
Closely followed by Pinot Gris.
Yep.
And in our reds, our Shiraz is well loved. Our Reuben, our blend, which is 5 varieties: Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Malbec, Cabernet Franc, and Shiraz. So those are wines that go really well. And then we have some lovely point of difference wines like Cabernet Franc. And we were maybe the first producer in Australia to produce Cabernet Franc as a straight variety. Malbec as a straight variety. We have some fun, like our rosé is Malbec Tempranillo, 2 red grape varieties made in a white wine style to produce a rosé.
That sounds heaven, that one to me.
It's very delicious. It's very
so
delicious.
Your personal favourite?
My personal favourite, I love our Pinot Noir. And the older I get, the more I love it. It's beautiful. It's gentle flavours, great length, and it's one that complements so many lovely styles of food.
Now, I do believe, we had the Prime Minister in Adelaide last week for a function.
Yes.
I do believe he went back home with a bottle of your wine. Is that
He
correct?
certainly did.
Which one did he score?
Yeah, so I gave him our Shiraz. So our Shiraz is a really beautiful style. The grapes are grown here and a couple of local growers at Paracombe. And I thought, well, a Shiraz, it's 2011 vintage, so it has a little bit of age. And he tucked that under his arm, and I'm sure that he will enjoy that.
Yeah, off he trotted back
Yes,
home.
he did.
Yeah.
Bless him.
Bless. The space is amazing. Room after room up here. It's incredible. You hold functions.
We
the
do.
Weddings, corporate events. Do you want to tell us about those?
I would love to. So we do things a little different. Our cellar door is by appointment. So we like to give people, when they come to us, an exclusive, beautiful, special experience. And then we do corporate events. So for groups that like to come and have managers meetings, product launches, seminars, training days, we've got a wonderful facility. It's a large space and then smaller space. And of course, they always get beautiful food, home style cooking with wonderful flavours, fresh and lovely, and fine Paracombe wine tasting as well.
Naturally.
Yes. And we have done some weddings as well. Yes.
Kathy, this has been absolutely heaven. Thank you so much for inviting us up here today.
Thank you, Marcus.
We're going to see you again very soon for more Scene TV. In the meantime, next free moment you've got, come and check out Paracombe Winery and be treated by the lovely Kathy and Paul, splendid people with a splendid, splendid winery. And we'll see you again very soon. There's only one more thing to do, darling.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.